showed up on the 11th day, maybe the 12th, depending on what the exact day it was. She showed up 2 days ago. I was expecting her the 1st. I figured that would be like the longest. It felt like it was coming, and I thought for sure I'd have it by the 1st. And I thought that would have been cool because going off the last monthly period for due dates, that would make the due date my birthday if it was this cycle. That would have been awesome. But no, she didn't show up till the 2nd. So, whatever. But I usually don't ovulate that early anyway, so it'd probably be better to give them the ovulation date instead and buy myself some more time in case baby would go overdue. Or, you know, we might not even get it on this cycle anyway, and it'll be a moot point. So now we're in cycle number 2, and we're actually going to try to sway for a girl a little bit. So that's kind of one of the silver linings to not being successful the first attempt is obviously I ovulated right away, and we didn't do anything to sway because we didn't get to that point yet. So now we actually can. I've been reading up on it, and some people do some pretty, I don't want to sound offensive, some people go to great lengths to sway. They do a lot of things that I just am not willing to do. I feel like some of those things kind of take the fun out of it and just make it too science project-y instead of making a child, to me, in my opinion. It's great, you know, that works for them. And, you know, I might be, if baby number 2 is also a boy, then I might be willing to go to further lengths, you know, when attempting for number 3. But for now, we only have the one, so I'm not quite there yet as far as being, I don't want to use the word desperate because it sounds bad, but I'm not quite desperate for a girl. Yeah, I would like a girl, but another boy would still be okay too. So I'll try to sway pink a little bit, but just for the things that I feel are not terribly inconvenient to do, or, you know, whatever. So I know they say that the diet is a big part of it, but I kind of don't want to do low everything diet again. I don't know. I kind of am a little bit. I'm slightly doing it. So what I'm doing is I am skipping breakfast, which I know is normally not good to do, but that's part of the point. Basically, you want your body to think that, not that it's starving, because if it gets to that point you won't ovulate at all, but you want your body to think, okay, things are not as abundant as before, and then it makes it a little bit less fertile, which is more girl friendly. And also because apparently, I don't know, apparently girl fetuses don't need as much as boy fetuses, and that's part of it too. So it feels like we can't sustain a boy, we need to, like, yeah. So I'm doing that. I'm skipping breakfast and I'm trying to eat less, and, you know, but I'm just not willing to go on like a full-on diet right now. I just don't want to, so I won't. I'll do what I'm willing to do, because, you know, this is my attempt. This is about me doing what I want. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm kind of dieting a little bit. I was doing cranberry pills, but then I was reading up on it a little bit more, and you're supposed to stop during the 2-week wait because they can make it more likely to have a miscarriage. But then it's also dangerous to stop them suddenly because it is a blood thinner. So I'm going to have Justin take them because a man can take them daily. And I will take a baby aspirin instead because it does the same thing. It's a slight blood thinner, and it also lowers pH, which is kind of the point of the cranberry. So I'll get some baby aspirin. I'm taking a magnesium and calcium supplement because that is supposed to lower your pH a little bit, and it's actually not bad to supplement with those things because I know magnesium in particular, if you are deficient in that, it makes it more difficult in your pregnancy. You're more likely to have morning sickness and whatnot, so I just want to make sure my body's good on that. So I'm taking that, and I'm also taking the prenatals because that's very important. I haven't been good about taking those while nursing, so I might be a little bit low in my stores, so I want to make sure I start getting that built up so it's better for me and the baby. And I'm also taking my B complex again. So the B6 will help with my luteal phase because it is short. It's been 9 to 10 days mostly since being postpartum, and it used to be 10 to 11. So I want to make sure to try to get that support as well. And like the B vitamins are good for many reasons, including swaying too, because it helps with progesterone, and more progesterone means less testosterone, and that helps sway for a girl. So I'm doing the B complex. I've got the progesterone cream still. I don't know, it doesn't have a date on it, so I don't know if it's expired or whatever, but I'm going to do that when I know that I've ovulated. So I didn't use the last cycle because I didn't know till like the very end that I did in fact ovulate already, and you're not supposed to take it before because it could make you not ovulate. So I'll start putting that on after I ovulate to help with my luteal phase and to help sustain a pregnancy should one occur, until I can get a prescription strength progesterone supplement, because I do need those. I did almost lose Cal because I did not have enough progesterone on my own. So those are the supplements that I'm taking, and then I've been contemplating some other things that some people do, and I'll just spare you the details. There's things that involve lime juice and just other additional steps that I may or may not do. I'll kind of see when I get there what I feel up for. But, you know, the way I'm wording it is I'm gently leaning pink. Because I'm not, you know, going on a full out sway, but I'm also, you know, trying to, you know, tip the odds in our favor a little bit, even if it's only 3%. Hey, that's 3%. So we'll see what happens and see what we end up with. I think another reason why I'm only wanting to slightly sway is I know that God has a plan for our family, and He knows what's best for us, and He knows if it would be better for us to have a boy or a girl. So I kind of want to tip the odds a little bit, but still keep it mostly in His hands, because He knows better than we do. And that is absolutely, one of my friends said that, and it is absolutely true. So either way would be good for our family. You know, it's not like I got 3 or 4 boys already. I only have 1, so, and I kind of would like more than 1 boy eventually, so it would definitely not be a bad thing if we do end up with a second boy. It would be great for Cal to have a little brother, and to be able to use all the boy stuff again, because there's some outfits and shoes that I just love, and it would be so great to use again. But yeah, so we'll see what we end up with. We'll see. Hopefully, wouldn't it be something if we're successful on the second cycle again, just like we were with Cal? That'd be awesome. And have a May baby. May's a great month to have a baby. I love having my birthday in May. My brother has his birthday in May, and it's a good month. And it's before the summer, which would be great, because I kind of don't really want to be really pregnant in the summer if I can help it. So we'll see. I think God has perfect timing, so it'll work out when it's supposed to. I have faith in that, and I'm just going to hopefully try to keep this as fun and pleasant of experience as possible, because I know it can be very difficult for people if they aren't conceiving right away, and obviously I do not have personal experience with that, so I can't claim to know what it feels like, but I have had people that I'm very close with struggle with it. My parents, it took them 5 years to have me, so I can not empathize, but I can sympathize, and I'm hoping that we never do have to deal with that ourselves, and I know we're very blessed that so far we haven't had to. So I'm trying to keep it fun, because it is supposed to be a fun and joyful experience, and I definitely don't want to make Justin feel like he's being used, and I just want to put it in God's hands a lot too, and it'll work out the way it's supposed to. I have faith in that, and maybe some days it'll be hard and I'll question that, but I need to remember that He's in control, and so far we've got our 1 child, and he is awesome, and yeah, I'm just rambling, so I'm just gonna stop recording, and I'm probably gonna edit a lot of that out. Okay, so I got these ovulation tests from a co-op for really cheap, like 11 or 12 cents each, and I've been taking at least 2 a day. this cycle. They all had just one line, even as I was getting pretty close to ovulation. Until yesterday, I finally got one that kind of had another line. It was really faint. Well, the other day I found some of my Wondfo ones, and that had a little bit more distinct of a line. So today I felt like it was pretty imminent. Took one of my cheapies. It's darker, it's right there, but it's definitely negative. So out of curiosity, I took another Wondfo, and surprise, surprise, it is positive. So it is almost time, and I'm almost glad because it was getting so frustrating having so many signs and not even close to a positive test. And I don't know why the cheaper ones just suck. It sucks because I have this whole bag full of them. And they're pretty much, I mean, I can't trust them now. Obviously, they're not that accurate. And, like, it got to the point, I was doing them at least twice a day. And then it got to the point, since I was getting so much closer, and I was just, like, so dumbfounded that I wasn't even getting anywhere close to positive. I started 3 times a day, and then the past 2 days, like, every single time I went pee. Just because I didn't want to miss it. But now it's here, so it's pretty exciting. So last I showed my positive ovulation test last night, and this morning when I temped, it dipped a lot. It dipped down as low as it's been all cycle, which granted, I haven't temped many of the days because Cal keeps running off with my thermometers, and then I can't find them. And I look and look and look, and by then I'm like, it's not going to be accurate because I've been out of bed looking all over the place for it. So then I just don't take it. So I've only sporadically temped this cycle, but it's still, I think, will still be enough to show a pattern. I hope anyway. I really hope I don't lose it tomorrow, because I really think I'm going to ovulate today and it's going to jump tomorrow. So it dipped today, and I had the positive yesterday, and I took a couple this morning out of the cheapie ones that are not as accurate, just out of curiosity, and I have so many of them, so I might as well, and they're almost positive. So again, still not that accurate, but, you know. So I definitely think today's the day. I really think today I'm going to ovulate, so hopefully those swimmers that are waiting in the wings are going to do their job and get that gold medal, I guess, for the race. The race is on. So, yeah, I've had a little bit of ovulation pains today. Otherwise, I'm feeling pretty good. I got a good night's sleep, actually. I fell asleep trying to get Cal asleep. He was very restless. And, so I went to bed earlier than usual, and he also slept in, so I got to sleep in later than usual, so I got a good amount of sleep. I'm feeling good, I'm in a good mood, and I think it's coming. So, it's almost time for the 2-week wait. 2 weeks. For me, it's not 2 weeks because my luteal phase is short, so it'll probably be more like a 10 or 11 day wait. A little less than 2 weeks. I'm trying to keep this process as light and fun and pleasant as possible, but let me tell you, trying to conceive is still pretty stressful and frustrating, and so hopefully I'm really hoping that this process isn't going to take very long, because I'm trying really hard not to think about it too much and stuff, because I know that just makes it all harder and whatever, either like literally harder to conceive, or at least just feels more frustrating and unpleasant and whatnot. I'm trying to keep it light. I'm trying not to think about it, but it's so easy to obsess over it. It's so easy to obsess over it. Like, I just can't even imagine. I really can't. My heart really goes out to any of you who it takes months and months and months and even years to conceive. Like, I don't know how you do it. I think I would lose my mind. very difficult, even when it's a quick process. I mean, with Cal, it was pretty much a whirlwind too, and luckily we did like conceive pretty quickly, but it was still pretty like hard not to obsess, and I tried not to think about it too much. When I started having pregnancy symptoms, I was like, I don't want to think about it, I don't want to like get in my own head and like just, you know, so I tried not to think about it just to make sure I wasn't just imagining them, and you know, I ended up being right, but he's having a good time back there. So I just, yes baby, you want to get out? You want to get out? Yeah. So here's to hoping that this is the month, and that would be cool because I'd be due right around my birthday, and you know, May's a big month for birthdays in my dad's family, so that'd be awesome, and it'd be before the summer. I've thought a little bit about that. Would I rather be really pregnant in the summer and or have a newborn in the summer? I mean, that doesn't sound too pleasant either, but you know. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Cal wants out.